Thank you for coming tonight. I'm pretty sure I know everybody that got invited tonight. I just wanted to say thank you for joining us. And I just wanted to share a little bit of my story real quick. So I found LifeVantage 3 years ago and started taking the products, and they completely changed my world, my life. And so about a year and 8 months ago, I decided I would be a distributor. And so I decided that the time was good and we needed to do this. So I signed up, and I have to say I didn't do much with it. And we just decided that I was going to slowly build my business while I was still working full time. Did not work out the way we planned. But I still love the products and I wanted to share this. And so I've been doing a lot the last 2 months of just learning and training, and now I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm sharing with everybody. So here I am to share everything. And if it's okay, I think we'll just get started. And let me share my screen real quick. And there we are. And thumbs up, you can see me, my screen? Yes? Okay, perfect. All right, so what we want to talk about tonight is my company, LifeVantage. And like I said, only been really doing this really good for about 2 months. So I'm still really new. So this is me getting out there and trying to share this incredible story and product with you. Let's see, and it's not letting me move. And now my computer's frozen. Come on. Oh, bear with me for a minute. Now my computer is not working.
You just let me know if you want me to share mine, hun, and I could go through them as you want.
Why don't you go ahead and share yours? Mine's not working.
Okay. See? It's okay. We're going to roll with it. It's totally good, LeDell. This is the way it's supposed to go.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
That's right.
Okay, let's get back to, oh, hold on, sweetie. I'm going to get back to the beginning of the slideshow because we want this to make sense for everybody, okay. Right?
Yep.
Play from start. And then I will share again. And LeDell, you just tell me every time you want me to change the slides, okay?
Okay, sounds good. All right, so back again, yay. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for coming, and make sure you stay till the end because Tanya's gonna talk the second half, and she's really awesome. I love her. She's an adorable friend of mine, and she's just been my mentor, and she's great. Anyway, so just stay tuned to the rest of it. Go ahead and hit the slide. So we want to always give proper disclosures. So everybody's body's unique. We act differently with, you know, our different genes react differently. So we want to make sure and say, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, as well as if you have a business, and it depends on how much you work your business. It's all dependent upon what you put into it, what you get out of it. Go ahead, Tanya. So tonight we're going to talk about flipping the switch on our health, feeling better, and doing more. Go ahead. So we're being hijacked daily, and that comes from everything we eat, our food, our water, the heavy metals in it, our poor diets, environmental stuff like sun damage, our beauty products, pollution, personal stuff like, you know, do we get enough sleep? Our stress levels, are we overworked? Are we being inactive? Technology, overstimulation is a big thing. EMFs, the blue light is now a big thing. People are buying those cool little glasses to keep that out. Go ahead, slide. And did you know that 85,000 chemicals have been introduced since the Industrial Revolution? That's an incredible amount of added stuff that our bodies weren't prepared for. So how are we going to work to eliminate this? Well, for the most part, it's just part of how we have to live in the 21st century. All of it's called dimming the lights, or the lights are dimming on us. And what does that feel like? Well, we have a decreased immune system, brain fog, sluggishness. We have bad moods or lack of motivation, where our stress is increased and we have more fatigue than normal. What is really happening when the lights are dimming? Well, we have oxidative stress, our mitochondrial decline, sirtuin activity is declining as well. So science has already discovered that our genes actually contain incredible abilities to heal our bodies and to keep it healthy. So if you could leverage these genes with a flip of a switch, would you? So I want to talk about oxidative stress first. So that is the integrity of your cell. And it produces like your antioxidants to help take care of that cell. And unfortunately, that antioxidant stops producing as fast over time. Just like when you take a bite out of the apple and you leave it on the counter, what does it do? Well, it turns brown. That's your oxidative stress, right? And so we want to help that. Go ahead and slide. It's not showing. All right, so the first switch we're going to talk about is NRF2 synergizer. Now this lowers that oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, which is absolutely incredible. So by lowering that oxidative stress, we have less of that stuff, and we have more of our antioxidants that we're able to keep going. Go ahead and slide. So like in this slide here, it shows if when you're doing the lowering your oxidative stress, it was like rebuilding the apple. It's lowering each level of that stress, kind of rebuilding that cell, that structure around your cell, protecting it and creating more antioxidants in your body. Go ahead and slide. So this is done right up from us, well, from Oregon. It is Washington State University did their own study on it, on our NRF2. And they said, NRF2 is likely the most important health promoting approach for the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health, which I think that part's incredible. It's in the history of health, and there's a lot that's gone on in that history, right? So normal antioxidant, as we age, the antioxidant production, it really declines. And it just goes down as we get older. And then if you take our NRF2 synergizer, it levels out, and we can continue to create all the antioxidants that we were already creating. Slide. So if you went to pubmed.gov and you put in our Protandim, there's over 20 peer-reviewed studies on Protandim, which is amazing because normally you can put in a certain thing like if you put in green tea, it would come up with studies on green tea, but this is our whole product combined in one. So they're doing all these studies on our combined synergistic product, which is great. And they had all sorts of people doing peer-reviewed studies. Some of my favorite are like Colorado State or American Heart Association or the National Institute of Aging, which is another thing about skincare. It's amazing. Love it. Okay, slide. So next we want to take a look at the switches for mitochondrial health and sirtuin activity. So mitochondrial decline, it's like reducing the power. So it reduces the power in your cell. Like the battery, it shows on here, the battery is going down. Just like your cell phone, if it has no battery, it doesn't work. So we have to keep that battery charged. So unfortunately, as we age, your mitochondria slows down over that time. So what are we going to do about that? We're going to do the NRF1 pathway, which is 5 ingredients. And this is our synergizer. It increases the production of your NRF1 genes by 70%. That's great. I mean, we want to get all these pathways going to work for our bodies. Slide. So what we're going to do when we flip this switch is we're going to turn that battery back up, slowly increasing it as we go, which is that 70%. We're just going to get it right back to where it needed to be. Slide, sorry. Sirtuin decline, it's basically the ability to dejunk the cell. It's like the garbage man taking your garbage away. So we want the garbage man to come. If we don't, it gets all, you know, bound up. So just like the gears, they kind of they look all rusty and they're like not moving now. It's because our sirtuin activity, it slows. And we want to keep producing the sirtuins. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch that pathway, and it's the NAD that we're going to use to switch this pathway. It flips that switch back on, which increases your sirtuin activity by 100% in 24 hours. Now, this was first discovered through diet, and that you did not increase it by anywhere close to 100%. I mean, it was like 7% or 10%. This is 100% in 24 hours. So it's an incredible, incredible amount. I mean, it just blows your mind. Next slide. So we want to talk about what happens in the cell when you flip all 3 of these at the same time. So you're getting your sirtuins going, your mitochondria is back up, and your oxidative stress is lowered. So what happens when we get all of them working together in sync? Well, here's this fabulous chart that tells you. So when you do the NRF2, or the NRF2, sorry, the trisynergizer, you boost that NRF2 gene, the healthy inflammatory response, by 838%, and the NRF1 gene by 118%. And then your NAD is 226%. So taking it alone works, but taking them all 3 together, it literally blows my mind. I know you say that too much, but it blows your mind. So are you ready to flip the switch, supporting positive mood in your motivation, your healthy longevity, improving your mental focus and concentration, boosting your mental and physical energy, and supporting that the healthy inflammatory response, and then your healthy vascular system. We want to keep that working. So this is our Tri-Synergizer. We put it in a set so it's easy to get. It's got free shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it's less than $5 a day. You can't even get good coffee for $5 a day. And this is rebuilding your system basically from the inside out. It's so great. And we have tons of other products, which is wonderful because I actually got in this business for the Axio. And I knew that this Axio could help my daughter. So what it is it's a nootropic, and it's basically like brain food. And if you have somebody that's homeschooling right now or doing the online version of school, and they have a trouble focusing, this is the stuff. You need to get them this stuff. It's a miracle. I love it. We have probiotics. Our probiotics have Wellmune, which has this coating, which actually gets it past the stomach. And you're absorbing 40% of this, which is incredible. You can't get 40% usually. We have Omega Plus, which has great, it's got, oh my goodness, I just drew a blank. Omega 7s and omega 3s, and it has vitamin D, which everybody needs vitamin D. Another thing that I really like is that you can track it from the boat to the bottle, which is great. So if you want to see where it is, you just go boat to bottle, and you know exactly when it was harvested and that it's very fresh. And it even has, if you break it open, it has like this lemon lime flavor. So it's not fishy or icky. We also have a physique weight management system. My husband drinks the whey protein in his coffee every morning and absolutely loves it. We have a prebiotic that works with our probiotics so well, and it feeds the flora in your stomach, so everything works together. And then we have a fat burn, which is a lifesaver when you're, not eating exactly right. And then we have our skincare. We have a whole line of skincare, which is NRF2 activated for your skin, which is the biggest organ in our body. So we want to make sure and put good stuff on the outside and good stuff on the inside. We also have award-winning hair care, and I love our hair care. My hair is so manageable and so soft now, and it's just absolutely amazing. If you've not tried it, you've got to try it. Just try it. I was skeptical, but I love it. I really, really love it. And of course, I want to talk about our four-legged friends because I have my puppy and she's adorable. She's 5, but she acts like she's a puppy. So she's been on this since we got her, and she's amazing. So when we first got her, she kind of had some hip thing going on. She's a big dog. So now she's good and she acts like a puppy. We just love it. And it's got the NRF2 activator in it, and it's got some omega in there too, which is really great. All right, next slide. Oh, this is where I'm going to introduce Miss Tanya. She gets to do the rest of it from here. So Tanya, do you want to take this away, hon?
I will, but I'd love to continue to hear you. LeDell, you did so good. Are you so relieved it's my turn?
Yeah, I can stop sweating. It's good.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry that it didn't work on Facebook, but I know many of you are on here supporting LeDell tonight, and I just think that is so amazing. Like, just what a great support system you all are. So I would love for you, please put in the chat and just encourage her and let her know how amazing she did tonight. It's a big step when you finally take a hold and step forward and do a presentation like this. And we had technical difficulties. Her PowerPoint didn't work. There's a little lag in time between me hitting the slide and then her seeing it. But I'm just so proud. She did so good. So I hope that you're watching this playback too. Anyone that's getting this from LeDell, I really hope that you stay with us till the end, because what you saw happen, like, that's the power of the business. I love that I get to help people do this, grow in such a big way. The products are phenomenal no matter what Like, you need these in your body. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. My name's Tanya, by the way, and I live out just outside of Boise, Idaho. I've been a part of this company for 9 years, and it was brought to me by one of my best friends. She was introduced to LifeVantage, and at that time we only had 2 products. It was a science that grabbed her attention because she was having a lot of health conditions, and she knew my husband was having health issues. She knew my mom was having health issues, and I was also looking for a business to do from home. I didn't want to work for anybody. I wanted to make my own money. I wanted to be in charge of my time. I wanted to stay home with my girls, but I still wanted to contribute. And I'd been exposed to this business model many times in my life. I said yes to many of them along the way, and I just never succeeded. I never really had the right coaching. I never really knew what to look for. And I didn't know how to make it something that was sustainable for my family and for me. And so I've learned that along the way. And that's what I get to share with you in the last few minutes that we have together. But stories are better when they're shared, obviously. That's what LeDell's been doing with you. That's what I'm doing with you, sharing my story, how it came into my life. I wasn't sick when this came into my life, and I really want to make sure you hear that. So many people are going to think of the people in their life that are sick or have health ailments, and they need these products. But more importantly, like, everybody needs this to get that possible, to put yourself in a place where your body is equipped so that maybe you don't have to go through all the health struggles that your family has gone through in the past. That's what got my attention. The fact that I could lower my oxidative stress, boost the mitochondria, and then give it the NAD. Time magazine said NAD is the closest thing to the fountain of youth. So we're giving you those 3 things in a Tri-Synergizer. It's like the trifecta of your health. It is 9 years I've taken this, and I will never, ever, ever stop because the science just gets better. So please watch it again if you need to. Watch what LeDell said. We can plug you into a wellness community that we have on Facebook, and you can get so many more stories and so much more information on these amazing products. And I love that we don't have a ton, but we're really trying to set your body up and equip you from head to toe. So with the business, if somebody's thinking about, also, you're in a place where you want to make extra money from home, you don't want to go back to work for someone else, this is a great answer to that. And I'm going to tell you why. LifeVantage is more than 10 years old. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary not long ago. We started because ABC News did an investigative report on our flagship product, the Protandim Nerve tube that lowers oxidative stress. After they did that, thousands of people wanted the product, but the problem was the researcher and scientists that created it, there was no infrastructure to get it out to people. So it basically sat on the store shelves for a while, and a lot of people didn't get it, and then they put it into store shelves like GNCs. But nobody knew when they walked into a GNC what this little brown bottle really did for your body. So it didn't sell very well. So they were going to sell the company, but the man they brought in to sell it said, there's a story here to be told. What if you just change your distribution model and put it in the hands of people? And that's what they did. In 2009, we became LifeVantage. They put everything into the hands of people like LeDell and I, and they tripled their sales when they did that because of people sharing stories. And isn't that what we're doing today, right? Everything is subscription based. Everybody wants from distribution to your front door. That's the way that we're shopping today. And that's the ability that we're giving people through this business model, but you get to be the CEO of it and take control of it and have your hands on category creating products that people can't get anywhere else. We're headquartered in Utah. We are publicly traded. We are a debt-free company, and that is huge. One of the other big things, if you're looking for a side hustle, a way to make extra income, one big thing is you don't want your hands on a fad that's just an exciting thing now and then gone tomorrow. You want to be a part of some hard trends. And that's what we had. There's an increase in wellness over the last few years. There's a 60% increase in wellness over the last 8 years. And that is simply because people want to take more control of their health without having to go to the doctor. The other big thing is we hold a space in many categories that individually are multi-billion-dollar spaces. So everybody knows somebody. that is always going to need something in weight loss, or they're going to have an interest in weight loss, an energy product, pet care, hair care, skin care, anti-aging, that is only going to be on the rise as we get older, and we hold a space in all of those. There used to be a time where it was all about cosmetics, and those were the big businesses taking place. And now today, it's all about wellness. How can people get a hold of their wellness? So we really do have our hands on the perfect business model when it comes to this, because you get to work from home or anywhere that you choose. LeDell could do this whole PowerPoint on her phone if she wanted to do that. She can send people a shopping cart from her phone. You simply tell her what products you wanted to get started with or ask for her suggestions. She'll put it into a shopping cart, send you the link, and all you have to do is check out. It is that simple. There's a low cost of entry for our customers. You get the same wholesale price that we get as distributors. There's no added discount. We pay wholesale, and we allow our customers to do the same. You get yourself on that subscription. You pay no shipping. It comes to your door whenever you want it to. If you want to move your order out a month, you can do that. You have full control over your order on a month-to-month basis, but you can still pay that wholesale price. We have social sharing. We have our own e-commerce site that LeDell and I get to share. There are daily bonuses that people can make. And then when we're open again, we have so many ways that we can travel and see the world just by being a part of this community. So this is our average income earning statement. We get to share with you this because we are a publicly traded company. And I'm going to point out 3 different income levels that I want to share with you. And the first one is a Pro 3 level. That is our foundational rank in our company. And at this rank, people are making on average about $600 extra a month in their business. This was a huge thing for me. When I got into LifeVantage in 2011, a week later, my husband lost his job. And it was about 6 months after that he found a job in Idaho. So we moved from Colorado to Idaho. And I was a Pro 3 at the time. I was making about $400 extra a month. That additional income in our family closed the gap on the difference in the income that he was making because he took a job pay cut. And that's what really sparked me in wanting to really treat this like a business, because I realized with that move, our life was not in our hands. We had to move from a place that we loved because of a job. And someone was telling my husband what his worth was. And I didn't like it. I didn't want that to happen anymore. I wanted to determine my own worth. I wanted to create an income that we wouldn't have to go through that again. No one would have to tell us if you have a job or not and where you need to live to have that job. So then we have this Pro 5 income, and the average income at that level is about $3,100 a month. There was a time when I hit this income, this was huge for our family. This is an income that sustained us through a really hard time in our life, when it was tough for me to do the work, when it was tough for me to do the business. But because we have products that are completely consumable, even if people signed up to do the business and then they just became more of a customer-based person, month after month, people were getting that product. And that set up a leveraged income that sustained us in a really hard time. That is the most important thing that we can offer people with this business model, is when life happens, how prepared are you? Do you have a plan B in place? Will there be income continuing to come in when you deal with life and when tragedy happens? This is a kind of business model that can set you up for that. And you don't have to do it alone. LeDell's not going this alone tonight. She has my support, and she has plenty of her team support that I know are on here supporting her as well. And then we have our elite ranks. And at Elite Pro 7, this is when you're making like an average of $13,000 average per month. That is something where you can bring home both family members, right? At this level, you also get to participate in a global sharing program. So if you get to that Pro 7 level on a monthly basis, then now you're getting an extra check every month of a 1% share of a 4% pie of all new global business every single month. You get a cut of that, whether you had anything to do with that global business or not. That's huge. And this is something that also my husband and I are lucky enough to be at this Elite Pro 7 level. He was laid off in March, and we were lucky enough because of this to be able to make the decision that, you know what, no more job. No more having to go through layoffs. No more somebody telling you that you're no longer good for the dotted line, for the red tape in the company, whatever it is. And also to bring him home just to have peace of mind, to watch a man finally for the first time in his life really get to sit back and figure out who he is and not have to deal with the daily grind and getting on the hamster wheel. That is such a gift. I would not trade it for anything. I wish that for everyone. So if you are looking for a side hustle, we have different ways that you can become a distributor in LifeVantage. I know Liddell is looking actively for people to lock arms with, to have fun with, to do this business with. She's gone through so much personal growth and she's only just tapping the surface. And I know in her heart, she wants to walk people through that same process. She wants people to experience what she's experienced and bring them along for the same ride and change a lot of people's lives. So we have a starter kit that's $50. That's just your marketing materials. But then we've got the bigger packs at $350, $650, or $1250. These are the packs you want to take advantage of because this is the steepest discount you're going to get on the products. You can get these packs as just a customer as well, just so you know. It is the steepest discount you're going to get. It's 31% up to 35% off. And based on the pack you choose, you're going to get about 90% of that back in product. And who doesn't want these products in their body, like we said, right? If you're going to open a restaurant, you don't want half the menu. You want the full menu. You get that with the Platinum Pack. You're getting the entire menu. And the year is coming to a close. It's an amazing write-off. Having a home-based business, you guys, provides for amazing tax write-offs. So can you do this? Absolutely you can. I was like Liddell back in the day when I first started and somebody told me, I think it's time that, and I want you to know too, I did not tell Liddell she had to present. This is something she chose to do, knowing that by doing it, it's going to grow her and it's only going to move her forward. And again, she killed it. That you're not in this alone. You don't sign on the dotted line and we say, all right, good luck to you. There's a whole system that we put in place to walk you through. There's trainings that take place on a weekly basis. There's meetings and presentations like this that take place on a weekly basis that make it very easy for you not having to know everything, but just allowing the tools and the videos to do the work for you. We want this to be a click play kind of business where you don't have to know the science. You don't have to be a doctor. You just plug people into tools and you let that do the work for you. I don't like science. I want people to read it for me and give me the cliff notes. That's how I operate. I like people and I want to focus on people. And I'm so glad that we have the tools that can do that for us. So LifeVantage, again, we are headquartered out of Utah. And just a few things about this company, really to solidify for you the integrity of what we have, who we are, and the products we stand for. It's actually their 4th year running as one of the best places to work. We have been launching in many countries like Ireland. We named Aaron Brockovich to our board of directors. And we have our global convention happening this weekend virtually. If you are interested, if you have real true interest in really seeing a big picture of this company, let Liddell know, because I know that we could find a way for you to plug in and you can see people like Aaron Brockovich talking. There's going to be so many phenomenal speakers speaking on Friday and Saturday virtually online. We have won the Stevie Award, which is a huge global business award for best product for the hair care system. Liddell talked about that. Love the hair care. We're on the Russell 3000 Index, opened in New Zealand. We introduced free shipping, which is great. We rang the closing bell on the NASDAQ, which is a huge, huge benefit for a publicly traded company. And we are the sponsors for the Salt Lake Real professional soccer team. These are the countries that we're currently in. We're only getting bigger, only going to be opening in more as we go along. And we are a very philanthropic company. Every year at the end of the year, and even when you check out, when you get products, there's always ways to give a little bit extra to give to some of the companies and some of the institutions that we present and that we support as a company. So where do you go from here? This is LifeVantage. I know for some of you, it may feel like you just drank out of a fire hose, and that's okay. We've got other tools that we can give to you so you can do your due diligence. Maybe you received enough information and you thought, I've been looking for a good omega. I want my cells to feel healthy. I want to feel better. I want to be able to get out of bed in the morning. And can I just say really quickly, one thing I've noticed through this crazy situation we're in the world, and some days our girls going to school and some days are not, I have no problem just getting out of bed. And that is because of these products. It's because of what I'm feeding myself. When I don't want to get out of bed, I'm very comfortable in there. But once I'm up, like my body is awake. And I'm so grateful for that, because then I can give my best to my family. And that was the biggest thing that I found when I started these products. It wasn't crazy things because I wasn't unhealthy. My husband pointed out to me just having more patience, having more tolerance, being happier, just really dealing with life in a better way. And don't we all need that right now? So really look at the products no matter what. If you are interested in the business, let LeDell know. Let her know no matter what. Even if it's not for you, we would rather hear that than her having to continue to follow up with you and bug you and nag you when you're like, no, no, no. Let her know either way, because we're going to love you where you're at. Maybe this isn't the right timing for you, but the business it's been one of the biggest blessings of my life. I don't intend to ever stop doing this. I intend to continue to help LeDell and her team and people like her, just to continue to bring this into their life and bless other people. That's all we do really. Is LeDell still gets to be LeDell, but she gets to carry around with her a gift of these products. And as she hears people's stories, she can say, I have a gift that you should look at. It might help you with your health. I have a gift that you should look at. It might help you with your finances. And that's what she's doing tonight by bringing you here and introducing this to you. So she's going to be following up with everybody that came on tonight. We just appreciate you coming on. And LeDell, do you want to say anything else before we wrap up?
Okay, you have to say what you just got this month.
Oh, yes, I know. Okay, so we have, you're so cute. We have a program called My Life Venture. So when you hit the level of Pro 7 and you hold that rank for 12 months, then you can choose, there's like 7 things to choose from. But I'm going to get my family and I a brand new Jeep. And we're not going to pay a lease for it, anything. They just hand you the title, they hand you the keys. And this is my last month to qualify. We're going to do it. And then we get sent a website, we get to build the Jeep. And then like right around Christmas, I think it'll be delivered to our front door. So cool. So cool. So yes, thanks for mentioning that, LeDell. Anything else?
It's so exciting. No, just thank everybody for coming, and I appreciate your support, and I will have to get this out to everybody. So
okay, I'll download it right away and get you the recording.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Amazing job. I'm so proud of you.